In Ghazal 95, Rumi says, "There is neither trap nor chain. Yet why are we all bound? What is this bond? What is this chain on our feet, O Lord?"
What does he mean by this invisible chain?
Why are we all bound by this chain?
زهی عشق که ما راست خدایا چه نغز است و چه خوب است و چه زیباست خدایا.
In today's episode, we explore Rumi's perspective on this invisible chain, which sets our heart ablaze, and we'll discover how this wisdom can illuminate our own lives,
especially when we feel lost or disconnected.
In Ghazal 95 of the Divan Shams Tabrizi, Rumi likens divine love to the sun, a force that is hidden, yet its effects are visible.
چه گرمیم از این عشق چو خورشید چه پنهان و چه پیداست خدایا.
Rumi tells us that this love is both a secret and a revelation. It is hidden like the sun at night, but becomes evident in the warmth it leaves behind.
He is asking us to look beyond what we see, to notice the subtle signs of divine love shaping our lives.
Rumi goes further, comparing this love to the moon, a beauty so intoxicating that it adorns the soul and the entire world.
زهی ماه زهی باده همراه که جان را و جهان را بیاراست خدایا.
Here, the moon represents love's serenity, and the wine signifies love's ecstatic madness. But Rumi doesn't stop at beauty. He shifts to the chaos that love causes. Picture a storm that sweeps the world, lifting dust in its wake, a storm where the king of all riders, the divine beloved, gallops through.
فرو ریخت شهنشاه سواران زهی گرد که برخاست خدایا.
The dust in this imagery points to the human limitations.
The divine rides so fast that we can only grasp the traces left behind.
Meaning that we cannot know the divine essence, we can only know him through his effects and manifestations. Rumi then speaks of falling
so deeply into this love that we lost our footing entirely.
But this isn't a fall of despair, it's a surrender to something greater, a surrender to the intoxicating power of the divine love.
فتادیم بدان سان که نخیزیم ندانیم چه غوغاست خدایا. We are bound not by chains we can see, but by an invisible force.
The chains of love. Rumi asks, if there isn't a visible bond, why do we feel so tight? ندامی است نه زنجیر همه بسته چراییم چه بند است و چه زنجیر که بر پاست خدایا.
Because the bond isn't physical, it's spiritual.
This love reshapes our very being, leaving us no choice but to surrender.
And yet, Rumi warns us to guard this secret love.
For not everyone can understand its depth, considering those unprepared for receiving this knowledge as outsiders.
خموشید که تا فاش نگردید که اغیار گرفته است چپ و راست خدایا.
So what does Rumi's message mean for us today?
Love, whether divine or human, isn't always obvious.
Its effects, kindness, compassion, and beauty are what reveals its presence. Love doesn't need to announce itself. It simply transforms everything it touches. When we feel bound or lost, perhaps it's not the chains of despair, but the invisible threads of love guiding us towards something greater.
چه نقشی است در این تابه دلها غریب است ز بالاست خدایا.
Now, according to Rumi, how does love heal the pain of separation? To find the answer, I invite you to watch episode 19.
Until then, keep listening, keep exploring, and keep your hearts open to the hidden yet evident love.
Please help this podcast by liking this video. Thank you for joining us and see you next time.